Good evening, everyone. I'm Kourakos with your campus weather service forecast for Friday, February 27th, and we are ending February on a fairly good note for today, at least the work week. Tomorrow, it's going to be slightly colder, a little bit more on that later. However, if you take a look at temperatures across the region, you can see generally mild in the mid-50s, Clearfield being the lone exception. Only making it up to 48 this afternoon, but very nice temperatures, although it was not sunny today. Had some rain earlier, a few showers throughout this afternoon and into this evening as a cold front is moving through. You can see temperatures across the Northeast fairly mild, 63 in Philadelphia, 64 in Baltimore. Gorgeous day. Hopefully you took advantage of it and went outside whenever the rain was not around, which was for a good portion of the day, middle part of the day actually. However, things are going to be changing. There's a lot colder temperatures. You can see these warmer than average temperatures, warmer than yesterday, about 15 to 20 degrees. But if you take a look out west, this colder air coming in, these are temperature changes from 24 hours ago. So 24 hours ago, you were 19 degrees warmer in Erie. So colder temperatures are on the way with the cold front. You can actually see that boundary right in here where the temperature changes are minimal because cold front has not actually moved through yet. You can see on the satellite, you can see all this precipitation that came through earlier. The yellows and the reds were part of those thunderstorms. If you heard a few rumbles of thunder this morning as you woke up. But generally, this trend is going to continue throughout the night. This cold front is going to be moving through. A few scattered showers will continue. You can see a lot colder temperatures behind here. Bismarck, -4 this afternoon. These are high temperatures from this afternoon. So very cold air behind this. However, it's not going to be that cold here. It is going to be colder than what we have been experiencing in the past 2 days. But there is a big temperature gradient right here. You can see that -4 to 86 in Brownsville. And that's actually sparking up a lot of thunderstorms down here in the south with that Gulf moisture being brought up. You can see our storm moving off, and that will continue to move off as we go into tonight. So colder temperatures tomorrow. However, this storm down here is actually going to be starting to generate some energy through this weekend. And that storm is actually going to start to make its way up the coast. However, high pressure over here is going to keep it off the coast. So we will only be seeing light flurries, a little bit of snow, nothing too much to worry about. However, if you are traveling to the southeastern part of the state later this weekend, early on Monday, you could experience some nasty weather, some snow, rain, and ice mixing in. So we are being spared from the nasty weather. However, we are going to experience a little bit of light snow as we go into the end of this weekend. As we take a look at tonight, much colder, clouds start to clear out, but temperatures are generally in the mid-20s, so it's going to be a fairly nice evening tonight. And as we look into tomorrow, temperatures are going to be not as warm. However, they are going to be a little bit more seasonable. Seasonable temperatures return, but it's going to be mostly sunny, so it's going to be a nice day. Let's take a look at the 5-day forecast. You can see generally nice. Sunday and Monday cools off, but as we look into next week, it starts to clear out and warm up. So this weekend we got spared from the nasty weather, but warmer weather is on its way. I'm Kourakos with the Campus Weather Service forecast for Friday, February 27th. Have a pleasant evening, and thank you for tuning in. Good evening, everyone. I'm Kourakos with your Campus Weather Service forecast for Friday, February 20th on this thawing weekend. And chilly temperatures with a lot of wind outside today. You see temperatures from this afternoon generally in the mid-20s. With that wind chills were actually in the low teens, even into the single digits. As you woke up this morning, wind chills were actually in the negative temperature range here. So generally a cold air mass across the area, as you can see. A little bit of relief in store, a little bit more on that later. But let's take a look at temperatures across the area. Generally below average. Philadelphia only making it up to 34 this afternoon, Harrisburg 31. As you take a look at part of the western part of the state, you can see in the mid-20s as well. Bradford being the cold spot of 17. Now we have that storm system that brought us those high winds and some precipitation overnight. That's actually making its way off the main coast right now. Pretty much all we have right now are some lake effect snow showers that will continue. And you can see why that the temperature did not warm up today. You can see clouds actually increased as the day progressed. Even with these snow showers, that will start to clear out, though, as we go into the overnight hours. The winds will start to diminish as well. Let's take a look at this weather scan. You can see that there's a storm system up in the Central Plains region. This is actually going to bring us some precipitation coming in on Sunday. Should clear out, though, by the end of the weekend. A little bit more on that later, but pretty much quiet across the U.S. aside from that storm in the Central Plains. Across the Northeast, you can just see some lake effect snow showers across the area. Those will start to diminish as the winds start to diminish tonight. Also, you can see temperatures across the U.S. generally fairly cold in the Central Plains associated with that storm system. But there's actually a little bit of a warm surge down here in the Texas Gulf region that will make its way to us. It won't make its way until middle of the week, however. So we have to brave out the cold temperatures for a little bit longer. Don't worry, there is an end in sight. The temperatures across the area are fairly cool. As we take a look at tonight, clouds will start to clear out. Winds will diminish as well. Temperatures generally in the mid-teens across the area. You can see it's going to be a very cool night. Although the winds are diminishing, the wind chill is still going to be a factor. So you want to keep that in mind. Make sure you bundle up when you go out tonight. Make sure those exposed skin is covered, because that's where the frostbite starts to take out, especially if you're planning on spending some extended time outside. As we look at tomorrow, though, you can see generally in the mid-30s, slight warm-up, actually considerable warm-up from today, just slightly above average, though clouds are going to increase later with that storm system moving through on Sunday. And as we take a look at the 5-day forecast, you can see that storm system on Sunday bringing a little bit cooler temperatures, and that will actually clear out on Monday. Accumulations for the Sunday storm should only be between 1 to 2 inches. We could have some rain mixing in, which will lower snow totals as well. But as we take a look into Tuesday and Wednesday, starts to clear out and warm up. With that clearing, low temperatures are actually going to dip down to be a little bit cooler. So you want to keep that in mind as we take a look at the weekend. For this, I'm Alex Kourakos with the Campus Weather Service forecast for Friday, February 20th. Have a pleasant weekend, good night, and thank you for tuning in.